What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be another story time. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I'm so sorry I left y'all like this. I can't even lie to y'all. I have been going through it. Like, when I tell y'all, I have been prioritizing me, my mental health, my child. I have moved like maybe 2 times since my last story time, and y'all, I can say I'm in a much better space now. As y'all can see from the title, this is about to be a crazy little story time. I have been wanting to tell this story. I haven't told anybody this story before except for my sister. Let me get right into it by giving y'all some backstory on how we got to the point that we're at right now. So, okay, I had moved out of state. I moved to the DMV area to go be with Red. Of course, me moving to a different state, I had to get a different job. Red put me on to the job that he was working at. And long story short, me and Red was living in a house with his roommates. And me and Red had got into trouble because we were allegedly scamming at the job, and they fired the both of us, and we got into some legal trouble. So at this time, we like going through the court process and all that fun stuff, and then we can't live at his roommate's place anymore. So we ended up having to move in with his mom and his sister, y'all. All of that, like, those are different story times, which eventually I'm gonna get into those. But right now, this story time is after all those events. Just so y'all know a little bit about Red's mom, it might sound like, you know, she kind of cool because she let me and Red move into her house, because I really couldn't like imagine my 19-year-old son moving his girlfriend in with, like, I just couldn't, especially with everything we had going on. But I can say she was very like generous throughout like that whole situation. She paid for my lawyer, she paid for his lawyer, she paid both of our court costs. She spent over $4,000 on me alone, and then spent over $4,000 on him because we couldn't have the same lawyer. It's a long story, y'all, but and eventually I'll get into that at a different time. But so yeah, she really was going hard for us, but at the same time, she was very militant. Get up, do what I say, or get the hell out my house. That is exactly how she was. So when we moved in with her, I very quickly got to realize how she was. She would not let us share a room ever. Like, the only time that we could like share a room and sleep in the same room is if we slept in a common space, like the living room with a pool table in between us. And best to believe, she definitely was watching, because there was cameras everywhere in that house, like cameras in every hallway. So she definitely could watch and see everything that was going on at all times. So there was no like sneaking and doing anything under her roof, of course. So even like if she wasn't at home, like, she would be watching those cameras like a hawk. And y'all, I'm telling y'all this because in the next story time I'm gonna tell is gonna be about how a week later, after this story time, I got us kicked out the house. I got us kicked out the house, and we ain't have nowhere to go. All right, so this one night, we both go downstairs to the game room. He's sleeping on one side of the pool table. I'm sleeping on the other side. She come downstairs. 6 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Turn the lights on, and she like, all right, it's time for y'all to get up. Y'all need to go upstairs and start getting dressed. After y'all clean up these blankets and stuff down here, if I gotta go to work, it's time for y'all to go ahead and get up so y'all can get out there and have a productive day. Y'all ain't gonna just be sitting in the house all day. So y'all go ahead and get up. And I need y'all going out the house by 7:30. And don't come back until 5 p.m. So y'all need to be out there applying for jobs. Y'all need to be out there trying to figure out how y'all gonna pay me my money back. Pretty much is what she was saying. And I understood that because y'all both owe me $4,000. At this point, she done drew up a contract and had to both sign the contracts saying we're going to give her $4,000 back, or she going to take us to court and she going to sue both of us. So, you know, we already going through legal troubles and stuff like that. But she like, I don't care what y'all do. If you got to go slide down the pole, baby, Both of y'all go get the sliding, because I'm gonna need that 4,000 back. Yeah. What I do? Get my ass up at 6 o'clock and folded up my blankets and I went upstairs and started getting ready. And best to believe she was checking them cameras and telling us, all right, it's 7 o'clock through the cameras, letting us know, like, I'm still checking. Y'all need to be out by 7:30. So I'm upstairs, I'm getting ready. Back then, I was the type of girl who always had to be Instagram picture ready. Like, my hair had to be curl wanded. My eyelashes had to be on, had to have a full face of makeup on every single day. Outfit had to be perfect, put together. I don't know why I was like that, but I mean, I like to just, even if I was sitting in the house and wasn't doing nothing, I still had to be Instagram picture ready because I wanted to post a picture. I don't know why, but that's just how I was back then. So I'm upstairs getting ready. It's taking me forever. It's probably like it had to be like 7:15 by the time I was done getting ready. So I meet Red in the kitchen. I'm trying to hurry up and make myself something to eat and pack up some snacks and stuff like that, because we about to be gone from 7:30 to 5 p.m. And on top of that, me and Red really ain't got no money because we both lost our jobs. So it's not like we're going to be stopping to get food and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to hurry up and pack as many snacks as I can. And Red's up there. He like, yeah, I just ate some oatmeal and I'm about to make some coffee. So he in there making his coffee. I'm making peanut butter sandwiches, no jelly. I'm packing up chips and Gushers and whatever I can get my hands on, cookies. I'm getting me some pink lemonade in a bottle. He like, all right, it's 7:20, so we need to be heading out now because we gotta be out the house by 7:30. I'm like, all right, cool. So I asked him where he wanted to go when we was leaving the house. He was like, we can go to Tyson's Corner Mall, which is like this really big mall in DMV area. But it was like maybe 30 minutes away, and he had already ate breakfast. So I was like, I want to eat me some breakfast too. So if you drive there, then I'll drive back. All right, y'all, if I look like my eyes look red and watery and stuff like that, I don't know why I just started feeling sick out of nowhere. Like literally, as soon as I started recording, I started coughing, getting all mucusy. I don't know what it is, my sinuses. But anyways, so we get to the mall and we're just walking around window shopping, touching a whole bunch of stuff. No, we ain't gonna buy nothing. We're trying to burn up as much time as we can because, like I said, we couldn't go to his mom's house until after 5 anyway. So we just in there pretty much looking at what they got, what type of stores they got in the mall and stuff like that. And if we seen a store that we liked and we wanted to apply to, then we'll go in, fill out an application if they had the paper applications. Most of the places, they were like, they would tell us, you know, you have to apply online. Like, we just kept hearing online. But some of the places, they actually had paper applications so we can fill them out, or we just talk to the manager and leave our resume. But what we got, most feedback was telling us, all right, apply online and then call us after you do and we'll see what we can do. So after like a good 3 hours of being in the mall, we ready to go. Like, so Red is like, do you want to go to the library so that way we can fill out the rest of the applications that we couldn't fill out here? And the library was super close to where his mom's house was. So by the time that, you know, the library closed at 5, then we could just go around the corner and go to his mom's house. So I was like, yeah, we can go to the library, but let me go to the food court and get a cup of ice before we leave, because I knew that I still had my snacks in the car and I also had my lemonade in the car, and I knew it was probably hot by now. So I stopped at the food court, got a cup of ice, and then we left the mall and went back to the car. So first thing I do is I started pulling some snacks out the car, pulling some snacks out the bag in the back seat, because I'm trying to put everything in arm's length that I want. So I'm trying to see, do I want some Doritos and some Gushers, or do I want some cookies? What do I want? I'm starting to pour my lemonade in my cup of ice. I'm taking a little sip like, oh, that does taste so much better when it's cold. And Red, he get in and he just like reclined the passenger seat back and he just laying back. So while I'm pulling out the snacks, I'm like, do you want some? Like, you know, I got a whole bunch of snacks. He like, nah, I'm good. And I was like, you sure? He was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not hungry. I was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, good, more for me. I started turning on the music because back then, like, we used to hotbox in the car and listen to music and start freestyling, eating snacks. Like, that was just like the vibe. But I just started driving towards the library. So probably halfway through the trip, I'm like trying to look for this little piece of something that we had left in the car. I can't say certain words because I don't want YouTube to be like, what you say? But we had left a little piece of something to smoke in the car, and I had found it, and I lit it up, and I was like, maybe this will make him feel better. Like, in my head, I was like, maybe this will make him feel better, because he ain't been saying nothing since we got in the car. He just chilling. He not freestyling. He ain't singing the songs with me. So I'm thinking maybe he's just stressed out, because we do got a lot of stuff going on at this point. Like, there'd be certain days where I'd be feeling real bad, and I just want to be to myself. And there was days that he was feeling bad. He just wanted to be this. So I was like, maybe if I just spark this, thing, then he'll feel a little bit better, and he'll like get into the spirit of. I light it up, and I'm trying to pass it to him, but he wasn't paying attention. So I looked over at him, and I thought maybe he was like going to sleep because his eyes was closing. I was like, babe, you going to sleep? And he was like, no. And I'm like, you okay? What's wrong? He was like, my stomach is hurting. I was like, do you want me to stop and get you some water or some pain pills from like the gas station or something? He was like, nah, we only a couple minutes away from the library. I might as well just get some water from there. And they got like the first aid kits or something like that. So I just asked them for some pain pills. I'm like, yeah, that do make sense instead of stopping at a gas station and just buying it. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna try to speed and get there a little bit faster. And I'm like nurturing by nature, so I'm trying to like hold one hand on the steering wheel, and I'm trying to rub his stomach in the passenger seat. And as soon as I touch his stomach, he like he was laying back like this, and he hurried up and did like that. He was like, "No, don't do that. You're making it worse." I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just trying to help." So he like, "Hold on, wait," and he put his hand up on the windowsill in the car. And he put his other hand on the dashboard like this. So he like, hold on, wait. And I'm like, what's wrong? He like, oh, hold on, pull over. I'm like, I started looking up like at the road trying to see where I can pull over. But there wasn't like shoulder lanes to like pull over in. So I'm like, all right, hold on. It's cars behind me, so I can't just stop. I'm like, there's nowhere for me to pull over. He like, oh my God. So at this point, I'm literally like hyper focused trying to see where can I pull over, and I look out the corner of my eye, y'all. Why is this man taking his pants off in the passenger seat? I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you taking your pants off? He like, I'm telling you to pull over. I got shit right now. I was like, what? No, we almost at the library. Like, we literally are like 2 minutes away from the library. Just hold on 1 second. Now I'm really speeding. I'm doing 70 and a 45, trying to hurry up and get to this library because, sir, why is you pulling your pants down? I know you ain't about to do what I think you about to do. And he grabbed my cup out the cup holder with my lemonade and my ice in it, y'all. And he threw the ice and the lemonade out the window. And he kept the cup. And I was like, why would you do that? I got cotton mouth. He started shitting in the cup, y'all. He started doodling in the cup in the passenger seat with his window down. So all I could do is just keep my eyes on the road and block out everything that was happening on this side of me. And all I can do is just roll the windows down. Because, boy, I know you fucking lying. He was shitting in a cup, you guys. That was not an image I wanted burned into my brain for the rest of my life. My man on the side of me in the passenger seat shitting in a cup. Like, mind you, we still driving. I'm still super speeder now. Bitch, now we got to hurry up. So we pull into the library parking lot, and I'm driving to the front of the building, and he like, why the fuck would you go over there? People are gonna see me. I'm like, my bad. I was just trying to get you to the building so that you can go inside and go to the bathroom. So I started pulling to the side of the building instead, and there was like this bag of trash in the back seat from where I had my snacks at. I was just putting all the like snack wrappers in the like a plastic Kroger bag. So he grabbed that bag and he puts the cup of shit in the bag and ties it up. And then as soon as I park, I get out the car because it smelled like 55 pounds of bounce that asshole. I was trying my hardest not to curse, but that's what it smelled like. It smelled so ugh. As soon as I park, I hop out the car because at this point I can't breathe. I've been holding my breath since you started that. I like literally was probably about to turn purple. I could not breathe no more. I hopped out that car so fast and just waited on the side of the car for him to get his stuff together. Took his bag and he pulled up his pants, got out the car, and he threw the bag into the dumpster that was on the side of the building, and then he just went right into the library. And I didn't go with him. I just needed a moment to really think about what just happened. I was like, you know what? I should open all the car doors so that when we do eventually get back in the car, it don't smell like ass. Then I get to the passenger door and I open it up, y'all. And guess what I see? This nigga doo-doo on the seat. There was doo-doo on the seat, y'all. And I had like these light tan colored seats, cloth seats, y'all. Cloth seats, y'all. And this man, he shitted on my seats, man. He missed the cup. Some of it ain't making in that cup. And I knew exactly, like thinking back now, I know exactly what did it. It was that damn coffee. That coffee run through your system. I don't even know how he kept it in for 3 hours, y'all. And that's probably what did it. He probably did have to poop like sometime into that mall walk, but he just did it and he held it in too long, and that's what happened, y'all. So now I'm really mad, y'all. Like, you on my cloth seats, like, and then you got the nerve to be yelling at me because I'm driving to the front part of the building. Don't be yelling at me, bitch, because you doodled on yourself. Like, now I'm really mad because and then you got the nerve to miss the cup. Like, oh, it's all right. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go in the library and I'm gonna go see if they got some cleaning supplies because he gonna have to clean this up. Like, I'm not cleaning this up. He gonna have to clean this up before we leave because I'm not getting back in that car. And best to believe, I'm never sitting in that passenger seat again. So you gonna have to I don't care if you got to damn bleach that seat. You need to clean it. So I go in the library. I don't see Red. I don't looked all over the library. And I guess he's still in the bathroom. So I go up to the front counter and I'm like asking the librarian, do you have any cleaning supplies? Because I spilled something in my car. And she's like, yeah, what kind of cleaning supplies you need? I was like, if you got some gloves, maybe like some disinfectant, some paper towels, anything like that. She's like, dang, what did you spill in there? I'm like, it's a long story. So she like, well, I should have that stuff over here in the supply closet by the bathroom. So I follow her over there. And she gave me some gloves, some disinfectant. She gave me a trash bag, and she gave me something else, like paper towels and stuff. So I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. She's like, it's no problem. Just bring the disinfectant spray back in here. But, you know, the rest of the stuff you can just throw away. So I'm like, okay, thank you. And as I'm turning around to like walk out, guess who coming out the bathroom? Red. So I'm like, perfect. I'm like, we gotta go clean out the car. And he was like, all right. And he just followed me like a sad puppy to the car, and I gave him the cleaning supplies. Y'all, why when we get back to the car, I told y'all I had opened up the car doors. I didn't close them. I left them open when I went inside there. Why are there flies flying in the car on the shit. I'm just like, I can't even be out there anymore because I'm like, the secondhand embarrassment was so strong. Like, it was so awkward. I just gave him the cleaning supplies and I was like, I'm about to go back in the library and at least like start applying for jobs, you know, and just let me know if you need me. And he was like, all right, I'll be in there in a minute. So I just go in the library and I go apply for jobs, and I get on Facebook and I'm on there talking to my sister like, big. But I couldn't tell her the story. Like, I could not allow myself to tell anybody the story because I was like, damn, if it had happened to me, I would not want anybody to know. Like I would hate if somebody was to tell somebody else that I don't shit it in a car. So I didn't tell nobody, but look at me now telling YouTube. That's all right, because it's not like y'all know him, but still. He ended up coming back in the library and he sat in a computer all the way on the other side of the library. Like, he just didn't even want to come by me. I don't know what it was. He just didn't, he wanted to avoid any more awkward interactions, I guess. He just wanted to be by himself after that. And I understand, because I would have wanted to be by myself too. So at 5 o'clock, we just both got up and the library was closing. So we went to the car. I hopped right in the driver's seat because I'll be damned if I ever sit in that passenger seat again after what he did to it. Ooh, I was never going to sit in that passenger seat again. I don't care how clean it was after that. When we got in the car still had like a little twang in it. You know, it still smelled a little, you can still smell. It wasn't the same smell it was smelling before he did that. Like, it was still a little something lingering in the air. And I just rolled down the window. And yeah, we had a silent ride back to his mom's house because, like, I don't know, what do you say to somebody who just pooped in your passenger seat? I mean, nothing. You know? Like, you gotta process it. You gotta just like turn some music on and y'all just don't talk to each other for a little while. Cause like, I really didn't know what to say. There's no icebreaker to like start the conversation again. We never talked about it to each other ever again. And like I said, I never told anybody this story. So, except my sister, which I just told her this story a couple weeks ago. And y'all, my sister is like super pregnant right now. Like, literally her baby could be born any day now. I'm telling her the story while we driving to the store, and she's in my passenger seat and she is dying laughing while I'm telling her the story. And she's like, nah, stop telling the story. Like, I'ma pee on myself. Like, stop. And I should have listened. Why did this B word pee in my car? She peed in my passenger seat while I'm telling her a story about how somebody pooped in my passenger seat. Not the same car. Like, I can't win for damn losing. Nobody is allowed to sit in my passenger seat unless they got on the Depends now. Anyways, that was the end of this story time. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe if y'all have not already, because I got some more crazy stories coming for y'all and some banging videos. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.